So let's begin with our first new features. The first new feature I would like to show to you it's related, actually it's a common feature that is related to all the applications that we have, okay? Maybe you already know, but if you don't know yet, CYPE have an ecosystem with different applications, different little tools that can be connected between them. So it means that I can install different applications like I have here in my computer now, and I can send information from one application to another. For example, a common situation is send information from my architectural model to my structural analysis program and use the information from my architectural model to run an analysis in the structural analysis software. So this kind of interoperability, or this act of sending and receiving information, we can do it using a platform, a cloud platform. It's a cloud server that is called BIMserver.center. Okay, this is the name of this platform. It's a free platform where you can just create your account. There is no limit of space. You can just use it as the cloud server that will be connecting different applications that you have, or you can also use it to connect with different people that are using the CYPE ecosystem. So you can have a kind of team, a multi-collaborative project where you can send information from your software to the cloud, from the cloud to another software, and connect different agents of the related to your project. Okay, one of the features that we have in this version is that we improved the way that the softwares connect with this platform. Okay, so I will create a little example here, parting from CYPE architecture. CYPE architecture is our software to create architectural models, as the name say. It's a 3D modeler, a BIM modeler. And when we create a new project here at CYPE architecture, the first panel, the first window that we have is this one here, that is related to the connection that I can have with the platform. If I want, I can start working with this new file that I'm creating here at CYPE architecture already connected to the platform. So I just have to maintain this option here, click it or check it. Okay, so we'll be working linked to the BIMserver.center project. Here I will add my credentials, the credentials that I have from the platform. So just login and a key. And then I have two options. I have the option to select a project that I already created before in the platform, or I can create a new project where probably this file that I will create here at CYPE architecture is going to be the first file from this project. Okay, I have two options. And I also have another option, that is this one here, that is a new feature to configure, to set the place where the backups, the local backups of the files that I will be sending through the cloud will be also saved in my computer. So here I can select the folder from my computer where I would like to save the IFC files, DXF files, DWG files, PDF files, GLTF files that will be produced, that will be exported from the software I am working now. So these backups or these copies of these files, they will be saved in this path here, this directory. Okay, so you can select it. This is part of the new feature that was implemented in this version. This new window is also with a new design. Actually, these features here of select or create a new project, they were available since the beginning of the software. The design here, it's a little bit more modern. And the main new difference here is that now you don't need to install a complementary application that was necessary in the previous versions, that was called BIMserver.center sync from synchronizer. Okay, so it was necessary to install a kind of secondary tool that was always available here near the clock, okay, of your Windows system, that now it's not necessary. All the softwares now, they have an autonomous way to connect with the platform. So you don't need this secondary plugin, let's say, that is a kind of complement, because all the softwares already have this system implemented inside of the software. Okay, so don't worry if you install one of the softwares that is from the 2024 version and don't find the synchronizer, because now it's not needed anymore. So just start working with the software and answer the questions that are asked here during the start of a project. Okay, in this case, to show you some more new features related to that, I will select one of my projects. Okay, so in this moment, CYPE architecture is connecting to BIMserver.center, and I can see here all the projects that are related to my profile at BIMserver.center. Okay, you can see that some of them are in bold, so in bold in blue color. Some of them are in bold in black color. Okay, and the difference is that those that are in blue, they are mine. Okay, there are projects where the owner, it's me. Okay, so my name is Afonso, and I can see that this project, which the name is Warehouse, the owner is Afonso. And in this case, there is another project that is called Casa Rudin. The owner is Rocio. Okay, so we can see the difference here. I can also filter and select and show just the projects that I've created before. Okay. One new feature, very nice, that we have here, it's that now we have more information of the softwares available here in the software. Actually, this information was always available at the platform. If you navigate through your internet browser, you can also find this kind of information. But here in the desktop version of this section of BIMserver.center inside of the software, this information now it's also available, and you can see that some of these projects were evaluation projects, some of these projects are educational projects, some are professional projects, some of them are not visible, some of them are visible to all users, depending on the setup that I made when I created the project before. Okay. One new feature that is very nice here is this little button here that is used to inspect the content of this project here in the desktop version of the BIMserver.center, let's say that. So if I click here, I can see all the files that were uploaded to this project, where they were uploaded, the size of these projects. And for example, in this project that I just opened, I can see that I have 7 different contributions. Okay, so a terrain, then I have here a kind of MEP installation, another one related to electricity. I have here some drawings, I have here the structural model, I have here another plumbing installation, and the architectural model. Okay, and inside of each one of these contributions, I can see that I have different files. For example, in the architectural model, I have here some DWG files, I have here some PDF files, I will have the IFC, that is the main file somewhere, and I have different other files that are related to this contribution. So what is exactly a contribution? It's a group of files that is related to one of the disciplines that I have been working. So when I created the architectural model of this project and exported this architectural model from CYPE architecture to BIMserver.center, I've generated different files related to the architectural model. Not just the IFC file, but also some other files that can be used for different purposes. Could be a final file as a PDF with a report of the, I don't know, the building envelope, like is in this case, or some complementary files necessary to connect CYPE architecture with other softwares from the ecosystem of BIMserver.center. Okay. And the same situation is going to be with other contributions that will have different numbers of files and different sizes, of course. This is very useful because here, if you are working in a team, you can come here, click on this option here, and order the list by the last change. So you can keep, you can see how this, when were the last changes of a specific contribution that maybe was created by a colleague. So here it's a easy way to look that. And of course, you always can go to the platform or open your mobile phone and see what is happening in your project. But now you also have this option here inside of each software. Okay. All right, so let's close it. We'll just select one of these projects because the main purpose it was to select a project. I just stopped it here showing these new features. So I'll select this guy here that is the building one or the townhouse. Let me see the townhouse, for example. It was an empty project. And here, when I select this project, I can see all the contributions that are available to import into CYPE architecture now. So I can select one or maybe more contributions, or even not selecting any contributions because maybe I'm creating something, departing from an empty project. So it depends on the software I am now or the aim that I have to this project. So I can select these contributions or not. Let's imagine in this case I don't have to select nothing because I'm just starting the project. And then the interface of CYPE architecture will be running and ready to start working with this 3D model in this case. Okay. Let me jump to another project. Actually, it's the same project, but let's advance a little bit in the time. Let's imagine that the project is a little bit more advanced. So in this case, I have the model created here. I also can, for example, deactivate the different parts of my architectural model in this case, and you can see here that I have let me deactivate everything actually, for example, and here I can see that I have all the other contributions that I've imported, for example. So here I can see the structure created with CYPE. I can see different installations that were created with CYPLEC and CYPLumbing. I can see the terrain created with OpenBIMsite. Okay, and this information is also available here because maybe could be interesting to know what is happening with the other disciplines, because maybe I am the BIM manager of this project, or I'm the BIM coordinator, or I'm just the architect that I'm looking for the other disciplines to see if it's everything okay, if everything is on the place where they should be. So this option is now available here, and here we have options to access the same information that we have been looking before when we started the project. So if I click in the name of the project, I can see the main informations of this project, but I also can open the table of the contributions, the same table that we saw before. Okay, but this is from a perspective from inside of the software. When you are already working with the software, you don't have to start a new project to see this information. You just have to have this option to consult the status of your contributions by clicking on the name of this contribution here in this corner of the main window. And you can also click in your name. In here you can log out and, for example, log in with a different user, or you can also again change the position, the folder where the files will be stored, the same way that we saw before, but it's now also available here. Okay, when you export something here, you just have to share. It's going to be the same that was before. You select a name. Actually, here I have a problem with this name. It's not architectural. Now it's okay. So you can select the files you export. Here, for example, this according to this selection, those complementary files that I said before, they will be exported or not according to the checks that you mark here. So it's how those complementary files are generated. It's when you use the option share and then select the options that are here. Okay. All right, so this was one of the new main features that we have. As I said before, this is common to all softwares. You see the same situation at CYPE-CAD, at CYPE3D, at Strubbing Steel, CYPE-Connect, Acrobat, CYPLEC, CYPLumbing, CYPE-Term. Every software that work in this BIM environment have this system. It's quite similar, okay? In most of them, you find the button of BIMserver.center platform here in this corner and the projects here. In CYPE and CYPE3D, we'll see in the main menus, but in a few minutes we'll open the software so I can show you where they are located too. Okay. Talking a little bit more about BIMserver.center, before we start showing the new features of other softwares, let me jump to BIMserver.center for a while. So this is my dashboard, the main dashboard of BIMserver.center, and here you can see 3 folders. Okay, so here I can see my projects. Here I can see my contributions. It means each time that I click on the share button and send this contribution to BIMserver.center, one new item will be created inside of this this folder. And I also can see here those projects that were created by someone and where I were invited to work with them. Okay, so these are the 3 types of these 3 groups of files that we have here at BIMserver.center. Projects I've created, my contributions to different projects, could be a project that I've created or not, and those projects where I was invited to work. Okay, shared projects. One new feature that we have here at BIMserver.center, I think it's very nice. It's the option to work as a company. Okay, so this environment, this interface I'm showing to you, it's the interface of a user, a professional. So this is me, Afonso, as a civil engineer and working to this in these projects. But we also have a version that is the BIMserver.center Corporate, where a company can create an account. Here we have 3 accounts that we've created before to work as CYPE. And here there are special features to companies. Okay, so if you are working as a company, you wanna manage the teams that you have that work in a BIM environment, maybe this is the option to you. My idea is not to show these features today, because actually here we have 1 hour or a little bit more to explore everything that we have here. But I think it's nice to share with you that we have this option that is special for companies. Just you can create your account here, and then you can link the professionals that are using the BIMserver.center, normal BIMserver.center, let's say that, the conventional BIMserver.center, to the BIMserver.center corporate account. Okay, so this is one of the new features that we have here.